Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another morning transformation session. It is I, your host, leader and transformation center founder, Samuel Crumby Jr., aka Samuel. And as I stated, founded One Transformation Center. And the reason why we exist is because we're here to celebrate humanity. And our mission is to inspire, motivate, and heal lives and relationships across the globe. And as every morning we say, it's a great day for transformation. And I'm so elated to have you with us this morning. As we get started, I believe how you start your day is how you finish it. So why not start with a cup that is full and overflowing? So here's the format. We're going to begin with 3 breaths as a reminder to breathe. We so frequently forget. Just think about it. How many times do you really think about during the day? Do you think to take a breath? Not many, do you? This is something that subconsciously happens. But when we make the consideration to breathe, we make decisions to breathe when we're going through something, allow us just to take a moment, assess it, the option to come in so that we can think better, bigger, see it not from a reactionary space, but from a proaction space. Then we're going to move on to the oath of manifestation, which is that oath, that reminder, that promise to allow ourselves to manifest, to be master manifestors, and to align with everything that supports us in this moment today going forward. Then we come to the affirmative reading. It comes from A Course in Miracles and prayer, gratitude. So, welcome back to those who've been before, and welcome to those who are here for the first time. And we hope that this is a moving moment for you, that this gives you the tools to go forth and set your day on an amazing path. So without any further ado, let's get started with our 3 breaths. 3 breaths. Now with each breath, with each inhale, I want you to think about this. I want you to think about this. As you inhale through your nose, I want you to begin to allow yourself to align with everything that is here to support you in this moment. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. To be conscious, to be present of every gift, every miracle, every blessing, every people, person, every people, place, and thing that is here to support you in this moment. And with each exhale, release anything and everything that no longer supports you. Let go of everything that no longer supports you. And then I want you to move to a space of allowing yourself just to simply be present. Simply be present. Sorry for the echo. I think it should be fixed now. So begin with me. Let's take a deep breath through our nose. And exhale through our mouths. Again, inhale through your nose as deep as you can. And exhale through your mouth. One last time, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. your shoulders a little bit. Allow the blood and the oxygen to begin to move throughout your body. Feel how it feels to be alive. Doesn't it feel good this morning to be present, to be alive? Shake it up. Allow your body to be present. Feel the presence of your blood, the oxygen circulating, giving you more life this morning. Let's move into our oath of manifestation. And I want you to read along with me with absolute passion. It'll be on the screen in just a moment. Now, this is what I like to call the Declaration of Independence. I call this our Emancipation Proclamation. It is the very thing that sets us free and allows us to be able to align with everything that supports us, that which is seen and unseen, that which our Creator has created for us in this moment, that gives us all the power, the tools, the reminders of everything that we are and everything that is here to support us with being the best of who we are. So let's begin to proclaim in this moment. And we declare, I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity, coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in my life and in the life of others. I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I feel it powerfully happening now. I open to receive more abundance and to give more abundance than I have ever experienced before. I can afford anything I desire. In fact, I am so prosperous, I need never worry again. I am grateful for all that I already have, and grateful for all that I'm ready to give. I keep myself lifted in high consciousness, no matter what the appearances are. God is all there is. I let the God times roll, and so it is. And so it is. It is so. Take this moment to allow yourself to receive these words, this oath, this symbol of manifestation into the very depths of your being, allowing yourself to activate every cell in your body to move and to begin to align with everything that has been created for you, that has your name written on it. It is yours. It is absolutely yours. Receive it. Embrace it. Now we will take a moment to transition over to our word of the day, to our affirmative word of the day. The affirmative reading of today comes from A Course in Miracles, which you can follow along at www.acim.org, acim.org. Here, placing it, the actual lesson, which is 120, lesson 120. I'm placing it here for us to go back, for you to have the ability to save it and go back to throughout your day as a wonderful reminder. It is in the chat for those who are listening live and hopefully for those who are listening later. Now, again, it's lesson 120 from A Course in Miracles. Lesson 120 is something that we should review in the morning, as of now, and in the evening before you lay your head to slumber. Now, in this lesson, it is a review lesson that comes back, that derives from lesson 109 and 110. I'm placing it on the screen for those who are watching. Comes from lesson 109 and 110. And the reminder states to us, I rest in God. And it reads, I rest in God today and let him work in me and through me, while I rest in him in quiet and in perfect certainty. I'm going to restate that. It says, I rest in God. I rest in God today and let him work in me and through me, while I rest in him in quiet and in perfect certainty. We're going to come back and revisit this and just dive a little deeper in a moment, but I want to do them collectively. So let's go over to 110, the review from 110, which says, I am as God created me. Again, I am as God created me. I am God's son, daughter. Today I lay aside all sick illusions of myself and let my Father tell me who I really am. It says, today I lay aside all sick illusions of myself and let my Father tell me who I really am. Now, so many of us have allowed ourselves to get caught up in the rigmarole of life. And we've forgotten to truly be available to who we are and to trusting that everything is working in our best and highest good. We've allowed our circumstances and our situations to dictate our realities. And I know it's hard because society has taught us over time, we've inherited this idea that this inherited reality is really real. When the truth of the matter, the only thing that is constant, that is real, is our Creator. And the gifts and the comfort, the miracles, the blessings that are afforded to us by way of our Creator. We believe that we have been created in the image of God. We believe that the Creator is omnipotent, that is omnipresent, We believe that the Creator is the provider of all of our needs and abundantly more. We believe that no weapon formed against us shall ever prosper. We believe that as God is for us, what could be against us? We also believe in all these promises. Another promise we believe in is that God alone knows the plan that He has for us. Plan to prosper us and not to harm us. Plan to give us hope and a future. Yet, in signs of trouble, we have difficulties because of our programming, resting in those assurances. We are challenged, and we even think that the challenge is the circumstance and the situation, when the challenge really is for us to reconnect with our true source. You know, your job is not your source. Anything that can change at any given moment is not your source. Your true source is the thing that is constant, the thing that continues to show up for you even when everything else fails. It is the thing that reminds you that it is ever present. It is the thing that continues to comfort you in your darkest moments. It is the thing that celebrates you when everybody else leaves you or forgets you. It is the thing that tells you to breathe and to continue to live when everyone thinks that you're going to die. It is the thing that reminds you that you are loved when everyone sits around you and hates on you. It is the thing that reminds you that grace is sufficient. It is the thing that reminds you that there is another moment outside of the moment that you're living in this situation, that tells you that this is it. And you feel like this is the end. There's nothing else. But yet, this very energy, this very thing shows up and says, no, I have more for you. See, what we forget is we always talk about we're going through something. But what we forget to remember is that you must go through in order to get to. You must go through in order to get to. So the process of going through just sheds away everything. It reminds you and shows you, illustrates to you everything that really isn't for you, that no longer supports you, so that you can get back to the source, back to remembering who you are. Hence, 110 reminds us that we are as God created us. We are as God created us, or I am as God created me. And it tells us today, set aside all sick illusions of yourself. Let's talk about these illusions. You know, the illusion that you're sick, the illusion that you can't go on, that your pain is greater than your happiness, the illusions that you need to buy into someone, or that you're not supported, that you're alone in this world. You know, the illusion that keeps you confined to doubt, to fear, to hurt, to pain. The illusion that tells you that you're operating in a space of lack and limitations. When the reality, if you look at someone else, you'll see that you're far more blessed than they are. The illusion that we're living in a space that's full of a recession. The illusion that we are unhireable. You're unhireable simply because that isn't the opportunity for you. That isn't your lane. That there's something better for you if you can just let go and let God. The illusion that you are full of sin, when the reality is God doesn't see you as sinful. He sees you as sinless. God doesn't will for you to walk around here full of regret. It is his desire for you to be full of peace and of sound mind, to be an example to others who may identify with you, who may see their light in you. He wills for us this, just like he wills for us peace, eternal peace. He wills for us consistent blessings. He wills for us miracles. Your miracles aren't something that just happens or are purely circumstantial or built on a situation. Your miracles are constant. It is your birthright because of who you are. You said, but who am I? You're a spiritual being having a human experience. You are an extension and reflection of the Master Creator. That you are the reflection and extension of that which created you in his image. That's who you are. Not what the world says about you. Not the skin that you live in. Not your circumstances and situations. Not your past. You are as God created you to be, perfect and whole in his image, in its image, however you want to see it. Whatever your philosophical ideology is. Today, I challenge you, I encourage you to let go of your pain, to let go of your hurt, to let go of your strife, to let go of your past and be present as your presence dictates, manifests your future. Behold what is here for you in this moment to support you. Stop focusing on what isn't there, the lack. We have to release the lack consciousness and begin to embrace the understanding that God is in this too. Is in this too. And God wills for your happiness. God wills for your joy. God wills for your abundance. God wills for your limitlessness. God wills for your peace that surpasses all understanding. So before we go into a prayer of gratitude, I want us to sit for a moment. For those who can close your eyes, please do so. And those who are unable to, just soften your gaze a bit. And I want to meditate on these reminders. Let's meditate on these reminders. As we're being challenged at the top of each hour to remind ourselves, just for a moment, I rest in God. Breathe in that. I rest in God. Begin to see yourself releasing everything to God and his plan. Remembering that it is perfect and divine. Remember, it is without limitations. Remembering that it is not, you don't have to be perfect to embrace it. Remembering that you are good enough. You are enough where you are to throw out your insecurities. Set them aside. To rest your bills, your debts, your challenges with your family members, your children. Give them to God. This is your moment to do so. Let it go. Understanding that God has so much more for you. than what you've allowed him to be. So let it all go to realize all that is here for you in this present moment. I remember my mother when I was acting out and doing things that she didn't agree with as a teenager. She once said something to me. She says, I give you to God. I put you in God's hands. And it wasn't too much longer after she said that I walked away and released the very things that I was involved with and began to see myself truly as God sees me and desired to be that which I've been called to be. And in the same moment, remember, see yourself being as God created you to be. Just tell yourself, I am as God created me. You're not your past. You're not your circumstance and situations. You are as God created you. You're not your disabilities. You're not your ego. You're not the false perceptions that others have said about you. You're not the limiting beliefs of you that you've prescribed upon yourself. You're not mad. You're not angry. You're not poor. You're not hurt. You're not any of these things that have been said about you. You're not slow. You're not stupid. You're not ignorant. You're not diseased. You're not troubled. You're not limited. You are as God created you. Begin to see yourself in that illustrious light, in that powerful position, being that extension and reflection of the Almighty. Even the master teacher Jesus placed it upon the heart of our mantles when asked the disciples, and he said, who is it that they see me as? And he responded to them. They responded to him, all the miracles and all of the different ways that he showed up to all the people, all the miracles, all the raising of the dead, the healing of the sick, the feeding of the hungry. And he said, all these things are true. Yet the things that I have done, ye are here to do greater. See yourself being greater. See yourself in your own way, in your own uniqueness, showing up as only you can, being that light in dark places that gives the opportunity for those to see God in you, to know God in you, and to reconnect with a God in them, with their divinity, because of your presence, because of your reflection. What a beautiful space. Father, Mother God, we give thanks for this moment. We give thanks for the wonderful reminders of who we are. That we are exactly as you created us, as that reflection and extension of you, as the light bearer. that which will go forth and being about love and healing and peace, first to ourselves and to others. We give thanks that you are the place that we can rest in, that we can cast all of our cares, a place that all of our troubles are erased and removed, and that there's a solution in place for them. A place where we can see past the illusions of the world. A place we can see past our limitations and the imitations. A place where we can be the truth of who we are. The place where the world is healed through us, as us, for us. We give thanks that you love us so much that you continuously extend your grace, your mercy, your love without conditions, that peace that surpasses all understanding. And we affirm today that we will be, in this moment and forevermore, that which you created us to be, nothing less. And that we will remember to cast all of our cares, to find our peace in you. Not because it is a commandment that you've given us, but simply because you are here for us. And we are here for you. Simply because you are a soft space to land. Simply because you are a rejuvenator. You are restoring our cup and bring it to a space of overflow. Simply because you love us. And we love you too. So we affirm today that we are here for you. Have your will to be done in our lives here on earth as it is in heaven. Utilize us in only the way that you can. Grant us the ability to see as you see, to think as you think, to move as you would move, and to say the words that you would say to whom you would have to hear. We give thanks for choosing us. We give thanks for the ability to be an extension for you, to be a vehicle, a vessel for you. And we give it all back, for you are worthy. As we are worthy of your love, of your peace, of your grace, of your glory, of your protection, of your provisions, of your miracles and your blessings, and the manifestations that are present for us in this moment. We give thanks. And so it is. It is so. Amen. And Ashe. Asheo. Are you beginning to feel full? Are you beginning to feel full? In those moments where you feel like there is some lack, I want you to go back on the top of each hour, and I want you to remember to recite, I rest in God. Even between times when you say, feeling a sense of uneasiness, say, I rest in God. When you question who you are, I want you to remind yourself that I am as God created me. I am as God created me. I thank you for joining. And that ends our session for the day. For those who missed it or who joined lately, you are welcome to come back. Go back to the beginning. It's on YouTube. Go back to YouTube. One Transformation Center is the YouTube page. And simply start from the beginning. appreciate you showing up, and we ask of you to simply go and like, share, and comment from wherever social media space that you're listening in this moment. Share this so that other people will get the opportunity to tune in and tap in and get what you received to this day. We are so grateful. We're so grateful that you've decided to join us on this journey today, and we hope to see you again another time as we're back here every weekday, 6 a.m. or 6:05 Eastern Standard Time, and weekends at 8:05. We thank you for taking a moment to invest in your transformation, and we hope that you continue to join us every day. In addition, we have other shows, other programming over there as well. That programming is, we have the Wednesday night specials, the transformative conversations, which are always invigorating. You never know what you're going to hear. You never know who's going to be there. And we also have on Sundays, later in the afternoons, we have the Transform My Life series. To tune in and tap to those, we have plenty of content that you can go back and check if this is your first time. And if you're inspired to do so, if you're inspired or motivated to do so, feel free to support the broadcast with a donation. That's we're a nonprofit entity. You can go to Giveify, Givelify, whether the app or on the website. And just query, search for One Transformation Center. Whatever denomination you provide, we'll greatly appreciate it. It goes a long way for the ministry, for our process, because we're creating something magnificent, something you've never seen before, something inclusive, something empowering, truly inspiring, motivating, and healing. That's our goal, right? Or you can send a cash app to me directly at Samuel Crumby Jr., SamuelCrumbyJr. We appreciate any and all donations. And again, you come back again, enjoy us. Join us as we enjoy your company and we support you on this journey. And as we close out, I want to remind you, continue to be the change you desire to see. With all that being said, we love you, we honor you, we behold the Christ, the God in you. Be great.